be starting in like 2 minutes, guys. 2 minutes. Oh, my God. Ferns, can you get me those balls? I'm sorry, I thought it was Farmer. In my younger day, I might have been able to get it. Arrows. Any extra pelotas? Any rocks? Let's get them in here. Get them out of your way.
You got any more water?
We'll go with the 4. Yeah, we realized we should have done that last week. Much to the Blues team's chagrin. Yeah. Look at Cole. Now he's wearing red. Oh, there's that Oiler jersey of yours. Yeah, give me that. Thank you. Any extra pelotas back there? Rocks? Lacrosse balls? Pelotas.
Chris, you said you saw one, right? What? Extra ball?
Extra ball? He's got an extra ball? What? You're only allowed to play with 2.
Is this game live stream?
Yeah. Yes, and you'll be interviewed at halftime, possibly.
I got a bunch of them up here,
Do you?
up here for you.
Sweet. Thank you. Let's get ready to rumble. Down.
And we're here with the Oilers versus the Arrows. Josh McClendon.
Campbell with the face-off victory.
I am Josh
Eden
McClendon,
Super Bowl
happily
for the
joined by
Arrows.
Travis Dunstall. Our mouths
Eric
may or may
Pass.
not be full of Skittles right now, but we digress. Oilers have possession as they advance it
Pass
down
back
the
to
floor.
Kennedy.
Got Tom down there, Tom Coyne on the
Kennedy
floor
dishes.
doing color commentary, doing play-by-play, while also reffing in that loud orange shirt. I
Hefner
appreciate
with it.
all that Tom Coyne
Hefner
does
with the
for us.
fake. The dish pass.
So this Arrows team is basically, what, 60, 70%
Arvin
players
with
who
the
are
ball.
current players or alumni of University of North
Arvin
Texas
dishes
Lacrosse.
it.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. I just think they're probably one of the more
Molinari.
coordinated teams in our bunch this year that was able to get matching helmets.
Mm-hmm.
Like all good things in all good leagues, our draft was behind closed doors this year. Next year it will be a transparent process, and it looks like they're going to miss a shot clock there.
Here
Per
we
Tom.
go. White.
We're going to go the other way, or
Guys, if you get a chance, take a look at number 15 on Arrows. That's Josh Fuller. He is a former multi-time captain for UNT Lacrosse, the Mean Green, and he's got some of the most majestic flow that that this world has ever beheld.
Ryan Leninger with the ball.
majestic locks, if
Down
you
the
will.
ceiling.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I got a push from behind.
I don't know about that, but oh,
Way on.
didn't get a goal there. It looks like we're going to have an over and back.
Over and back. Give it a White.
These Skittles are phenomenal. I apologize, everyone at home.
They're the truth.
Up top.
Hey guys, on that note, everybody listening, everybody watching on YouTube right now, if you've never had Skittles, you need to go ahead and stop living under a rock and, Have some. They're really good.
There's a goal.
And there is a goal.
Unassisted.
Arrows are the first team up on the board.
Curtis
1-0
with the
lead
goal, unassisted.
over the Oilers. 12:25 left to go in the quarter. Sweet.
Okay.
Here we go back to the face-off dot.
Campbell versus Coda on this face-off. Down. Campbell controls the face-off for the Arrows.
This is the first game all day today where you've had some semblance of a full bench on both sides.
Yeah, no, this is a exactly what you want to see. Everything except for the infamous Texas. I'm going to jump over the boards, not go through the doors procedure.
Guys, not from behind.
We don't know any better down here.
We don't.
Just a bunch of cowboys.
Blazing
We're just.
shot.
Oh,
Save.
never mind. I thought that was a goal.
Tunstall.
We're used to dismounting our horses and then getting on the field,
Okay,
and I think it's the
Kennedy.
same thing.
Yeah.
Instead of getting off your horse, you're just jumping over the boards. It's pretty similar. We should just put big saddles on the boards so that we can just feel more at
Convenience.
There's a shot that goes off of 2 walls.
2 pipes in a men's league would count as a goal, not 2 walls, though.
That's a shot clock violation. Pick it up, White, and go.
Tom Coyne with an authoritarian whistle there.
And we do have to be sure to respect his authority.
Oh, guys. Very interesting music selection coming through the stadium
Oh,
PA
nice
right now.
look.
Almost finds the guy coming around the corner.
It's a nice skip through down low to the
Whoa.
nest.
Tom with the miss there.
And the Oilers did touch that, so the Arrows will get it right back. That is not an over and back call.
Crossland with the ball.
Quick,
There's a,
fresh
there's a-
30.
there's a pick down. They're going to sweep up and over. There's a kick to the inside.
Play on, play on. Play on is over.
Great play on the
Carbonaro with the ball.
goalkeeper there to
Carbonaro.
snag that one out of there.
Jack Carbonari.
If there's a Lucy in the middle of the field.
What exactly is a Lucy, Josh?
On the episode of, there was an episode of the Chappelle Show where Dave
This
Chappelle
is
actually
the
speculated about what a Lucy
Down.
was. I won't necessarily repeat on air what they conjectured the meaning of it is. However, here in box lacrosse, a Lucy is a loose ball. Outdoors we call those ground balls because, outdoors we have a ground. Indoors we have a floor and not necessarily a ground, so we can't call them floor balls. So loose balls or Lucies, for a colloquialism,
Kennedy with the ball.
is how we refer
Kennedy
to
cruising up top.
the ball basically being on the floor.
This is
Oh, there's a look inside.
Leininger.
Oh!
Leininger shoots. What?
These fellas getting a little excited there. It's a push in the back for sure. That's got to be withholding. I don't know. It's a pretty dicey call.
I don't know.
Oh, and a no call. Tom is letting him play today.
Yeah, he is not even taking a breath here, so no insight from the floor, but clearly he's seeing nothing going wrong there. Some good defense going on. Let's see if that good double. Let's see if they can get out of this little magic sandwich, and they're going to clear it up the floor. They've got a guy deep.
I'm sorry. What did you say that was?
That's
a magic what?
A magic sandwich. That's usually where the coma slide actually meets the guy who was just beat, thus creating the magic sandwich.
So is it?
Oh, he gets one. Arvin with a goal.
What a shot! Yeah, that fake down low and then right over that
Goal.
off stick
Arvin.
shoulder that
Arvin with the goal.
near side pipe.
Foster.
So are you saying that's excuse me? Are you saying that's a magic sandwich as in like a ham sandwich where like the magic is in between, is sandwiched between the two defensemen?
Absolutely.
Or a magic sandwich as in like the two defensemen are the breads that make the sandwich?
Yeah, the person getting demolished is the essence of the
Is
sandwich.
he's like the mustard, but in
Yeah.
this case he's the magic.
He's not actually holding it together, but he's got a big part of what's going on. He's involved. He's thoroughly involved.
No, he didn't have possession.
We're glad to have him along because there's no way the magic sandwich could happen without him. Otherwise, it would just be 2 pieces of bread And usually that results in a goal, and it's less spectacular.
Yeah, 2 pieces of bread is just like toast, you know? It's like.
Go ahead and give it to Arch, I guess. I wasn't going to call that. Go ahead. Guys, you got to be sitting the right way.
There you go, Tom. Tell
Go,
him.
go.
No Canadian over the tops. I can honestly count.
Kennedy.
Oh, what a shot!
Kennedy with
That's
the laser shot.
that's 2 pass
Kennedy.
fakes to the same guy, the same position on the field, and then you saw he was eyeing down that shot. He just pings the pipe, and not a whole lot Paul Wall can do about that.
Kennedy with
Paul the
goal.
Wall Wallstrom usually pretty stand-up in those situations, but Kennedy looks like he got the best of him here.
Yeah, that's one that just it's a heck of a shot. You know, it's from about 10 yards out. It's just a nice shot. Put it off pipe is where you're supposed to shoot it. You kind of make that goalie make that save or not.
Taylor versus Campbell.
In that
Campbell
case,
controls the face-off
Paul the
for the
Wall
Arrows.
Wallstrom did not make that save. But I'm surely he will make many more.
Hefner.
Absolutely.
Throughout the
Paul's-
course of this
It's his
game.
pocket pick.
Paul's-
He's known to stand on his head in
Like
there.
Dow.
Absolutely. Paul's progressed quite a bit this year.
Careful
It's
near the boards.
they've gone from a team that let in about 20 goals on a consistent basis to a team that's not only holding their own, but really showing that they've learned some stuff throughout this year, and hopefully they'll be able to take it back to the field game later on.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Shot clock violation. Never hit the goalie.
There we
Shot
go.
clock violation.
Oh, that draws from a few
Never hit the
boos
goal.
from the
Never hit
crowd
the
and
goal.
from the sideline.
Never hit the goal.
Tom's got the
Yeah.
call right there.
Yeah, the shot on goal after the whistle. The other team can't be too thrilled about that. Somebody taking a shot on their goalie.
Come on, guys. It was
Fine.
a shot clock violation.
In hockey, they don't take too
The
kindly
hell,
to
it never,
that.
it never touched the goalie.
I think
Oh, that's
Tom's
a nice
here.
look through.
Yeah, it was. I think Tom's getting more of an earful than any of us up here right now.
Oh,
Oh,
What a
wow.
finish.
that's the
Absolutely.
goal. The goal.
That's how you say give me that
Yeah,
in a game without actually saying those words. You just find the ball, it's floating in the air, and just like, you know,
Oh, right.
nobody takes possession of this ball. It's mine now. I'm just going to pick it up and put it where the goalie's not. It's a great pickup and finish. Garbage goal.
When you pan to the right, so you don't get or zoom in more.
Now have a score of 3-1. Oilers over the Arrows. Oh, and there's a look inside. Oh, and that pass is tipped. Oilers regain control of the ball, and now they're going to air it out. There's a fast break coming in off of the sideline. A sub on the fly. The Arrows pick up the Lucy, and now they control the ball inside their zone.
Yeah,
Oh, and an unforced turnover. Well, now the ball's on the ground, but a 2-on-1 ground ball. Oilers are fighting for it along with the Arrows, and the Oilers goalie comes up with it.
Oh, wow. What a connection.
What a dime.
Oh, and he finishes.
It's a step to the far pipe, move that goalie over, puts it near side. The goalie's going to get the assist for that one. Score is 4-1. 4-1. The Oilers over the Arrows. There you go. The Oilers goalie throwing that pass. It's certainly a few yards upfield. And again, when you get it in that tight, you know what to do with it. You put it where the goalie's not. 4-1 is now the lead for the Oilers. Arrows have speed on the fast break, and now the Oilers catch up to a 3-on-3. No more offensive advantage, and now the Oilers take it right back the other way. And a turnover in the middle of the field.
Nick Arvin with the ball, working it down low. He's got a man deep and a guy cutting. Two more going to the middle here.
It's one thing for you guys watching who may not be as familiar with the box game, especially our Texas viewers. It's a pretty common theme in box lacrosse. You pass the ball, and then immediately when you pass it, you do something else. You pass it and move, pass it and goal cut. You pass it instead of pick. You pass it or do something else. But there's a lot less standing in one place. Pass it, and then you gotta set a pick or show for a pick or flash for the ball or something. See that pass, and then you cut right down, get your guy out of the way, let your teammate sweep to a strong hand. Oh, and there's a feed from GLE. There's a lefty shot on the run. Paul Wall stands up to that challenge, makes an easy save with his left arm.
Ooh. Slipped that
Oh,
dodge
no.
there. Oh, almost.
A behind the back shot and over the head shot, really.
Yeah, the Arrows were trying to keep a streak alive. If they'd have got that shot off there, that'd have been 3 shot resets in that one possession there. But the Arrows were able to come away with it here, and as they march their way back down the field, they're looking for some help. We're going back across the outside. They're all on the right side, oddly enough. You usually don't see this in Texas box lacrosse. One split dodges have been evident lately, but everyone's actually got their butts to the boards here. We got a lefty dodging on the right side. See if he can get some space here on the crease. Dive shot's probably the only option here. He's got about 7 on the clock. We'll see if Hart can make something work here. Right to the middle to Goldhofer, actually. Oh! Goldhofer!
Finish.
Goldhofer stepping out. Usually playing midi, but for the sake of help has gone to the Arrows for this game and shows why he's here.
It's a great look inside with the shot clock dwindling down. You're winding down. You really don't have too much time left. You know, you throw it in there and trust your teammate to make a catch and make a play, and that's exactly what happened. 4-2 now the score. The Oilers up 2 on the Arrows.
During intermissions, I pan to the screen. Right?
You pay him where I tell you to.
And now the Arrows control the face-off, so just like that. Oh, and there's the yard sale check. Maybe not necessarily a full yard sale, unless it was just a yard sale selling 1 lacrosse stick, which would probably not be the successful of a yard sale.
Oh.
Charging in.
Slightly violent.
Yeah, the shooter ended up in the crease there. He may have been pushed or hit into the crease, but that was not how it was seen by Tom Coyne, our lead official. Now the ball is kind of volleyed over the midfield line a little bit.
They've got a guy deep if they can find it.
Oilers have got control of the ball. They got about 35 seconds left in this first quarter. Shot clock down to 25 ticks.
Oh, he's going to keep it there.
A double pick, and there's a behind-the-back feed.
He's going to dive. I got a feeling. Yep, there's the picks coming. He's got a guy high, but he's not going to get anything underneath.
That's very well played defensively by the Arrows, and they get the clear out. Shot clock's at 15 seconds now. It's a 2-on-1 ground ball here near the wall, near the boards.
And
that's a loose ball push on the Arrows.
I think that's going to do it for the quarter here.
Oilers will take possession with 1.8 left. And just like that, you guys heard the buzzer. End of the first quarter. Oilers 4, Arrows 2. All right, welcome back to NITech Sports Center. An evening full of lacrosse here at Dallas Box Lacrosse League. We have the last game of, 6 games we had today?
It is.
6 contests. We got the Arrows and the Oilers. Oilers currently have a 4-2 lead heading into this second period. Travis, what have you seen so far?
We've seen a lot of good lacrosse. You would expect the score to be a little bit higher, but both goalies have kind of stood on their heads at their times of need, and I'm kind of excited to see what's going on here.
Tom Kennedy is. I think the dude, the guy who does SpongeBob's voice. I think it's Tom. It's Tom something. I think it's Tom Kennedy. I was trying to think about that during the last game.
You said Tom Kennedy, and I thought it might have been a love child between Tom Coyne and Pat Kennedy for a second. But speaking of Pat Kennedy, the coach of ESD, proving why this makes you a better player.
Also proving that age comes before beauty. All in on
Yeah, most people don't know this, but Pat actually used to play for the Chicago Machine MLL.
I did not know that. There's a one face-off for the Oilers as they extend their lead to 3. There's a hitch to the inside. Overhand shot. It's soaked by an Arrows defender. It's definitely one of the manliest things you can ever do, if you ask me, is soak a shot. You don't know where it's going to hit you. You don't know how fast it's going to hit you. You have no idea. Oh, now the Arrows are legging it up field.
Oh, you're going to need to bring that with you to play in this game.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, hang in your stick. That's what it'll get you. You're kind of just daring the defender to take it. So if he takes your milk and your cookies, then he's got to know you gave them to him.
He's going to take those cookies all day. That was a saying we used to say back in college, so I'm glad to hear it's still being used now.
Cookies.
Ooh, wrap check, but he got all stick there. They're still working their way. He's got an odd man here. Oh, gave it right away. Brendan Taylor there with the ball. We got a man deep going back the other way. 3 deep. Let's see what he can do. Nick Arvin coming right out of U.S. Boxla, giving it up to, I think that's Gradke, actually.
That's a hitch inside of the field. And again, an Arrows defender soaks a shot, whether intentionally or accidentally.
Oh, Cale Dow coming in here.
In the right spots defensively.
Slicing and dicing.
The slice and dice and the BTB goes off the boards behind the net. There's a feed that does not connect. We got 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Oh!
12:30 remains in this first half. Arrows trying to clear it out.
They're going to keep it here.
Oilers doing a great job of just swarming the ball. Paul Wallstrom, whether he makes that stop or just steps out and rushes that shooter before he's ready to get a good shot. Definitely played that very well. Now it is Arrows' ball. Advancing it into the offensive zone.
Curtis is working his way over to Farmer.
Oh, and just like that, there's a...
Jimmy the Jet Bovera, can he find his outlet?
Pass inside.
Oh, he had a guy open. Nick Arvin.
Oh, and there's a 2-on-1 with the goalie.
Oh, man, Nick Arvin coming off his U.S. Boxla tour. Just came down from B.C. over the last few weeks, traveling with those guys. Proving, once again.
And just like that, he extends the Oilers' lead. Now a 6-2, 4-goal lead over the Arrows. You see this Arrows team is talented. This is definitely a fairly evenly matched team, I feel, just from what we've seen so far. This looks like maybe the ball's just kind of bouncing the right way a couple times for the Oilers and not so much for the Arrows.
Yeah, and I mean, by no means are they out of it. It's a 4-goal game, and the Arrows were able to find a way to win last week for the first time. I'm not going to say they're out of it at all, given the way the last game went as well. I mean, we finished off with a 20-19 high school game, so nothing should surprise us here.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be able to get possession back here. Let's see what we can do. Oh, 5-hole. Paul the Wall Wallstrom coming up big again.
Paul Wall is there. So you see again, we talked in that Box 101 clip at the start of the second half of the last game that we did, Travis. We talked about how you can't, on a clear, you can't, great stop again by Paul Wall Wallstrom. Can't give the ball back to the goalie on a clear. It's just one more distinction between the indoor and the outdoor game. There you guys see at the bottom of your screen. Also, again, just going from bottom to top, picks and rolls are an integral part of this game. It's mainly the roll part, rolling upfield, always moving with them without the ball. Dive shots are allowed. You have to release the ball and have it be in the goal before you touch the ground in the crease. And lastly, penalties. We have 2-minute minors and 5-minute majors. Not the typical outdoor lacrosse 30-second, minute, 2-minute, so on and so forth. In box, it's a little more either you did it or you didn't. And if you don't punch someone in the face or do something that's, game misconduct worthy, you're probably just going to get that 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, it's more about staying out of the head. They're pretty vicious here as long as you keep it between the above the hip and below the shoulder. And as long as you're not in the back, not pushing the guy into the boards, you're going to be good here. Oh, let's see what Nick Coyne's got here. Oh, Pipe City.
Aim small, miss small, and he definitely aimed small there.
Let's see what happens in this Lucy in the corner here.
Nick Coyne fighting for the loose ball with Josh Fuller. Oh, and a back he goes a little bit over the head of Nick Coyne's teammate. Oilers maintain possession.
There we go, nice little pick there. Oh, right idea. Probably a C- on execution. Oh, that's good.
Nick Coyne finds just a sliver. All you need is just a sliver of a lane. One way to coach it is just if you can fit your feet through it, you're gonna go in there and you might take a check or two. He took a couple whacks, but you get down there, you put one foot in front of the other, and you get into the slot and you get that shot off, and again you just put it where the goalie's not. Paul Wallstrom's been standing on his head, but it's not a save you necessarily ask your goalie to make. Defensively, you just gotta have that slide ready. So many helter-skelter situations in box lacrosse. It's kind of all like fast break defense, where you're just stopping the ball, rotating into the ball, and creates quite a few offensive opportunities.
Ooh. Good recovery there. Let's see the Arrows. They can get it over in time. Ooh.
Again, the Oilers are just mugging these arrow ball handlers.
They're all getting ready in preparation for what's going on next week with the tournament here. We've got a few good teams coming down. So.
Oh yeah, the tournament.
It's gonna be exciting. Dallas hasn't seen a box lacrosse tournament in about 4 years, and they have not seen a youth box lacrosse tournament here, I think, ever. We're not going to claim it yet. Internet may have not been able to allow us to find that one in the Google search.
That gosh darn internet. It only goes back for the last few thousand years, man. It's just the scope isn't big enough.
No.
We need an internet for all time.
Yeah, and libraries are disappearing.
Who needs them?
Oh, man.
Sort the books alphabetically and just move on.
That's how I know I should be expecting gray hairs.
Dewey Decimal System. What a stop by the Oilers goalie getting down there and sliding that foot across. As we heard back in the day through many hockey games, kick save and a beaut.
We just witnessed it here.
A kick save and a beaut. There it is right there. Now fighting for the ball. It looks like the Arrows are going to come up with this one. 6:23 left to go in the first half. 7-2 is our score. The Oilers are up on the Arrows. Arrows advancing the ball up the floor right now. As the bull dodge draws the double. Oh, and a low-to-low shot. Goalie was up to the challenge there. That was a feed. Fast break to the middle of the field. Tried to put that off stick, or sorry, far side pipe, I should say. Paul Wall, the goalie, just taking a little too much of the net on that one. Wow, what a feed.
Oh, wow, that's in. That went. That went. Tom! We're not going to interfere with the game here. If we get called on for the replay, we are ready.
I did not see that one. Travis is swearing it went in, so.
I'm going to hit the magic button. We'll go back and get a view for our own.
Back. Let's get these.
See if we can get far enough back here as the internet struggles along.
Nice shot. Another good stop by the Oilers keeper. This time sliding from his left to his right to get an elbow on that shot. Possession. Push it up the. That is the sideline of the floor that is closest to most of our fans watching in attendance, and also y'all watching at on YouTube at home. Josh Fuller now has the ball in the low corner. And he airs it out to a teammate, puts some air under it. It's expected to come off the wall. Looks like a pass over or around the net, just smacks the back of the net. And now an outlet to Nick Coyne. Nick Coyne pushes it upfield. The camera sideline. Right into Paul the Wall Wallstrom's chest. And
Oh, it's still in. Still in play.
it's a little moon ball.
That was 8 seconds.
Now the ball going right back to the Oilers. So the trend here, the Oilers have just had a few more possessions that they've been able to capitalize
Kennedy
on.
drives behind the back. Save.
It's a nice backy after the stutter step. Paul Wall up to the challenge.
Save. Fuller with the ball. Being covered by Zayler. Fuller looks cross field.
So it looks like the Oilers have just had a couple more possessions, or a couple more possessions that have gone their way. I think the Arrows are just not. They're just a couple passes they haven't connected on that have just ended up being goals, or that just ended up not being goals, or ended up being, coming against them as Oilers goals. And there's a perfect example of that right there. There's a turnover by the Arrows. The Oilers take it coast to coast, and they score a goal here.
Arvin again. Arvin's got to have 4 goals, that means.
I played it. It's
Sokolowski with the strategy.
So we'll take you guys back to that replay. You got Paul Wall in net there.
Down.
There you go, the catch inside. That's a low catch to a low shot. It goes right behind the goalie. So that's right out. It's right outside the pipe.
Sweet goal.
Paul Wall with this miraculous save. A miraculous save indeed. Shout out to the heads-up slow motion replay skills of Travis Tunstall, getting us that replay. And now we have a goal scored by the Arrows to score 8-3. Now 2 minutes even left in this first half.
Withholding against the Arrows.
casually dropping the stick after a long hold with it.
Careful near the boards.
Ooh. Arrows are asking for a call.
I'm going to go ahead and give him that 2 minutes. Keep those checks. Keep those checks.
Everything on 2 minutes.
From the heads, please.
With one of the more interesting calls we've seen in sports history as of recent.
Up top.
1 minute 20 seconds as the power play starts for the Arrows. They're going to finish subbing. Let's see if they get everybody a touch and then get a shot on goal. There's a shot off the pipe.
That counts as a save.
That counts as a save. But it matters not as the Oilers are legging it out.
Unselfish.
Unselfish indeed. When your toes are about to cross GLE, looking back to the slot, back upfield, and just dumping it up there. That's a heads-up sort of next-level play. Oilers goalie has possession, and he finds a teammate in the middle of the field
To Kale down. Down with the ball.
See, Dow's making moves here. He's going to
Gets
finish.
underneath, pumps high and goes around Paul Wall.
Unassisted.
There's a left-handed goal. Just dumping it around the goalie there. You do all that work to get into the middle of the field. The goalie's got a choice there. He can either stay on that pipe and make you shoot around him, or he can jump over and make you jump to the other side and make you put it on the near side pipe. Very tough to play as a goalie because you're kind of just standing there and waiting for the shooter to come to you. Whereas the shooter can kind of run on in and choose where he's going to put it. And with that sentiment, we will see the end of the first half. The score is Oilers 9, Arrows 3. We'll be back here at Nitech Sports Center.
I think 10 minutes for halftime. Sorry, Bovad, I thought you were Tunstall. 5 minutes? 4 minutes for halftime. 4 minutes for halftime. 4 periods. So this is halftime. You got 4 minutes. Wingman. I like calling him Wing now. Alex Edens with the ball. Edens down to Hefner, who can't find the handle.
Harvin with the ball. Loses it to
Salem
Edens.
loses the ball.
Eden, oh,
What
Jimmy
a
the Jet
save by
Bovard with the
Bovard.
save.
Jet Bovard with the save.
Jimmy the Jet.
Jimmy the Jet.
Okay.
Oh, Alex down low.
Is that a G?
That is a goal.
Is it J?
Goal.
That's a G. Well, that's a G, I guess.
You got that, Alex Edens? Who was that?
Tom,
Edens
Tom,
with the
you're a
goal,
name dropper.
unassisted.
Tom, the name dropper. Alex Edens. If you guys get a chance,
Penalty
if you guys
is
get a
released.
chance to zero in on this guy. This kid can ball. He's a baller.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Sokolowski
on the
versus Campbell
cusp
at the
of
faceoff
this third quarter.
Down.
The Oilers lead now cut to 5, a 9-4 lead. Tough play on this faceoff. The Waxer are coming.
I didn't see it. I know. I was daydreaming. I was looking at that girl with the short skirt in aisle 5.
Aisle 5, apparently.
I think Cake had a song about a girl with a short skirt and long jacket.
They
Save
did.
and a beauty by
Cake, a
Bovard.
band I have not talked about in 3 years.
Careful near the boards. Don't push them in. Thank you.
What happened 3 years ago?
I talked about Cake.
Taylor with the ball.
It's enough. Wow.
Taylor dishes.
Bit of a lead pass there.
Yeah, those no looks are always a little bit of a gamble. There you go. There's a pass ahead. The arrows are off and
Edens with the
running.
ball. Alex Edens pass to nobody.
If this goes, that might be the assist of the week. It does.
Oh.
Nice save
That
by
went.
Bovard.
Oh,
That's a goal.
It's a goal.
that is a
Lines
goal.
up behind him, even
Wow.
though it looked like a save.
What a play. We need to see that replay.
The life of a box goal.
Check this out, fellas. Or I guess everybody.
Kid to grow up to be a
Oh,
box
it was a
goal.
little.
Not
You guys only
recommended.
saw the tail end of it. All right. Here's the replay.
Zaylet versus
I don't think I'm
Campbell
gonna
at
be
the
able to
face-off
get it.
X. Down.
Maybe. Never mind. No replay. We got to live in the now, everybody. We got to live in the now. You can't be worried about what happened 10 minutes ago. Well, I mean, all you guys watching on YouTube right now, y'all can just click back a few seconds and see it. So, the replay really is for us because we don't feel like waiting to get home tomorrow and watch the replay. We want to watch it now.
Yard sale.
That's a
Yard
nice-
sale.
Wrap check. Nice wrap check into a yard sale.
Hefner gets
Now
loose
the arrows
ball.
look like they're playing with a
He
little bit
shoots
of
wide of the target.
playing with a chip on their shoulders. Definitely came back swinging out of the halftime break.
Riggins with it.
A lot harder checks. They're
Oh,
playing a
no.
little bit faster. They got a pep in their step. Sharing the ball a little better.
Jet with an
Pick it up,
unconventional
Art. Pick it
stance
up,
there,
Art.
getting extremely low to the ground there. There we go. That's a good clear off bench side.
Carbonari over to Foster.
See what Foster does. Is he going to dish it out? We got two guys in the middle.
Cody Foster.
See, this Oilers
Up
team
to
is really
Gracke.
good at
Wow.
fading guys in and out of
Gracke,
space off of the
Gracke in
carry,
5-hole.
tangent to the crease, or just behind the goal, and that's a perfect example of that. Find about 8 yards up from the 8 yards up from the goal.
I believe
it's
the pass
basically automatic from there.
from
Yeah,
Foster
Griffin
would be
Gradke with a goal
considered
there.
assist.
Having
Assist.
taken off this summer for a little bit of extracurriculars for summer school, catching up on some academics there.
Netting in the back.
But he will be returning to Tarleton State, I believe. No, that's not right. ACU. Thank you, Chili, with the correcting me there. But yeah, he'll be returning to ACU this fall.
We're excited to see guys return to the field. We're also excited to hear about guys who, guys who can stand to take a year or a semester off of lacrosse to get their academics and what have you in order. It's definitely a very commendable.
Zaylet with the ball.
Lacrosse is a great game that it'll be around for most of us for a while. So it's definitely
shoots
worth
wide.
doing to take that little bit of time and
Over and back.
grab your, make sure that your academics are in order. Oh, and there's a pump and finish.
Go, Alex, eat it.
The arrows are coming back, and they are coming back with a vengeance. That's just a that's a turnover for the Oilers that you just kind of wish you have back. You're still up by 4, so maybe just shrug that one off. But I'll tell you what, 9 minutes, 9 minutes and some change left to go in this third quarter, and the Arrows have definitely kicked it into another gear. I think the Oilers may be a little bit surprised by just the amount of fight in these Arrows. This is a different team. We will see if we'll see which team can either right the ship or keep going the way they're going. Yeah, Arrows are starting to lay out and sell out for some plays.
Locke's working his way down the field, a.k.a.
Josh Fuller with ball.
Thank you, Tom, for that.
First name Goldie.
Last name Locks.
Split dodge.
Oh, and again, just the move and then the secondary move to get to the goal. I feel like during the first half we didn't see a whole lot of that from the Arrows, and now we have a lefty with his hands free. Shot on the run down the alley.
They're gonna get a reset.
And that resets the shot clock. Arrows can slow it down here if they please and get a possession. It looks like they're trying to go. There's a bounce shot out a little bit wide, and Orange will take possession as that one bounced over the plexiglass boards. And well, let's just say a lucky fan's gonna go home with that one.
Oh yeah, free balls at DBLL every week.
Foster shoots.
That's a nice
and
move.
That's gonna go into the end zone. Get the ball away.
Into the stands.
End zone, as Tom Coyne would call it.
The end zone. I mean, I guess it's a zone in which the field of play ends. So I suppose that's not necessarily wrong.
It's the literal end zone.
So I don't know if that's what he meant. Sometimes you watch a sport and all sports are a little bit the same. Except cup stacking. Cup stacking is just on another level. I don't ever want to hear anyone breathe a bad word about cup stacking.
It's not a judgeable sport, so I am for it. Anything that's got a score that is not judged, I am all for.
It cannot be judged. It's possible for everyone to win.
It is.
As far as I know, I don't mean to disrespect any cup stackers out there. I don't know. I don't know if you win in cup stacking. Maybe you win. I don't know if you beat anybody though. Like in lacrosse, like we scored more goals than you, we beat you.
I don't think
cup stacking. I think it's just like, you're in the garage, you're stacking the cups, and then you kind of just go inside after.
There might be a team event. We might become educated over the next few weeks with a few people that are watching now for the cup stackers of the world.
That'd be so sick if we just had like a brigade of professional cup stackers. Just actually, you guys are. That'd be great. I would. If there are any professional cup stackers out there, you're more than welcome to come down to Nitech Sports Center.
Stack
next
away.
Sunday and stack away. You can teach us some stuff about cup stacking. Maybe
we'll stream it.
Yeah, sure we will. we have the technology.
We do. It's just we need the people. I need the stackers.
We could just start with the cups.
I can find the cups. We do have a bar and restaurant on site. Let's not forget about that.
Okay.
Huh.
Give it 2 orange. Yep. Orange ball. 5:46 left to go in the third quarter.
Keep those checks down. Leininger with the worm burner.
Now 12-6 the score after the worm burner, calls it the low-to-low shot. Some more box 101 for you. Lucy, as we alluded to earlier, a loose ball, a ground ball as we'd call it in outdoors. Sock trick is 6 goals scored by a single player, comparable to the hockey, the hat trick popular in hockey. And apples, of course, are what we call assists. If you get a couple assists, you can say you're eating apples, if you do so please. Now 12-6, the Oilers doubling up the Arrows. The Arrows still have this newfound energy. They're sharing the ball. Just some of the execution has started to fall by the wayside.
It's a game of runs. Short bursts are all you need. And oh man, that was a very close call there. That could have been easily an over and back there. But
Yeah. If we had a ref that was nickel and diming us, I think we would have seen that call. But
Tom's here for the entertainment value, ladies and gentlemen.
Tom's just here so he doesn't get fined.
Huh. It's okay.
Aren't we all?
Community service hours. We will gladly let you volunteer here. Oh, wow. Great save by Paul the Wall, living up to that name. Oh, Carbonari, Tufts product.
Another couple of stick checks. These the Arrows not. I'll tell you guys, the Oilers are taking the body a lot more, and the Arrows a lot more stick checks. Arrows have been successful. They've been causing a few turnovers, but Oilers are just.
Someone's making sandwiches, and someone's eating those sandwiches.
Sorry, I was just trying to. I knew that fake was coming. I didn't know where it was going.
Huh.
Right into the solar plexus of Paul Wallstrom.
Not
a
phased.
Save nonetheless. Not phased.
Looks like they couldn't get over in the 8 seconds there. They've got a guy on the far side. Will he finish? Oh, another save. Oh, wow. Quick to clear.
Another great stop by Paul Wall. And the Arrows are off to the races. Clearing it up opposite the box, opposite the substitution sideline. Now a scrum down in the corner.
Push. You're lucky I'm not giving you 2 minutes for roughing into the boards. Orange ball.
It's a turnover, orange ball. You hear Tom laying down the law. So Travis, we got about 2:35 left to go in this third quarter. What do you see, man? What are the Oilers doing right, and what do the Arrows need to do?
The Oilers are definitely getting some separation here. They're doing everything they need to keep the lead in their favor. But the Arrows are only a few bounces away from being right back in this. I mean, you see right now they're marching on the field. Unlucky turnover, but can he get it? Nope. We'll see. Oh wow, what a save!
Wow.
Yeah, with saves like that and shots like that, you're really not going to find a way to climb back in this one as quick as they're going to want to. And it's not really anyone's game. It's really the Oilers' game to lose at this point. So we've got about a little over a quarter to go after this, and we'll see what happens. Oh, Eads with the fake. Goalhofer with the pickup. Goalhofer on Greg Key. Tom reiterating who had the ball. Going to be a little bit wide coming around. See if
the inside.
Rhino with the ball. See if Rhino can live up to his name right now. Quick turnover. Big trail check coming. Yeah, the Arrows need to understand that if they can't get a few on the board here in the next few minutes, it's really going to be a game of numbers, and it's not going to end well on the way out. So,
yeah, it's going to be it's a toughie. I mean, you can score. We saw, I think, a total of 4 or 5 scored in the first quarter. So it's definitely, you know, you can put up 5, you can put up 6 in a quarter, you can put up 6 in 4 minutes. There's nothing that says you can't. Just the way the game has been going right now, the Arrows look like they have they had an influx in energy and maybe spirits, but it looks like the Oilers are just trying to hit them very hard and just stifle that comeback.
They are. I mean, you got two teams that one is
Paul Wall outlets it.
Wow, Jet with a, let's see, it's a save.
Man, right under the keeper. A few saves like that today. They've just been sitting right under the keeper, right in front of the goal line.
Laying that goose egg, and that's yep, that's going to be a failure to advance there.
14 seconds left. White picks it up here with 11 seconds left now. Pushing up the floor. 5 seconds left. And again, it's the little plays like that. The little plays like that. That could be a connection on a fast break and a right-handed shot and a goal, and instead it's a lefty shot that goes behind the net, but in any event, the score 12-6, Oilers up on the Arrows. Here at the end of the third, we will be back with the start of the fourth quarter here at NYTech Sports Center.
Yeah, last 2 minutes.
Don't forget to change it to 2 minutes.
The stop.
No, the time right now for the intermission.
We got one more quarter.
2 minutes.
What? We got a quarter left. What? Oh, what about it? You know what? I don't worry about that. I don't worry about music.
How many viewers you guys got?
And we're back here in the YouTube live stream. Dallas Box Lacrosse League here at NYTech Sports in North Richland Hills, near Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Turner Thompson watching us live on YouTube. His Game of Thrones was good tonight. I don't know what to say. Honestly, have never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. You heard it here first, fellas. Everyone can judge me. You guys can. Yep, I'm being judged hard right now. You guys should see the looks I'm getting in this commentary booth. Having not seen, just admitting that I have not seen an episode of Game of Thrones. I don't know. You know, it's, maybe it's not my type of show. Oh, also hello to Coach Eric Ruppel, who's tuning in from Colorado. Is it the Rocky State? Is that what it's?
Rocky Mountain State.
The Rocky Mountain State.
Yes.
As in like this.
It's actually colorful Colorado.
The state with the Rocky Mountains.
Some of them. They also have the Canadian Rockies.
I feel like that's kind of cheating though. Like just like that's like calling Texas like the biggest state in the nation. Like, well, we are, but like, we have that, but we can't like.
We have
call
Texas
ourselves
pride.
that.
That's something else altogether. Not only are we
I
big,
guess you're right. Yeah.
we like to reiterate.
The best
we're
state in
big.
the world, sir. Don't you mean in the nation? In the world.
America. M-U-E-R-I-K-A. America. 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 America.
Hey, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we're not going into Jeff Dunham.
Start of the fourth quarter, 12-6 again is our score. The Arrows are trailing the Oilers, or the Oilers are leading the Arrows. I guess whatever team you have more friends on will determine your sentence structure and word order.
You've got all of the, right at Paul the Walls. 5-hole there.
Mm-hmm.
Big fake.
Right at his chest.
Ooh. Ooh.
That one comes off and off of an Arrows defender's knee, and almost goes near the goal. There's a sidearm shot on the run. I believe Paul Wall got a piece of that. It's a good fake upfield. Oh, there's one trying to hit the teammate. That was Alex Edens trying to hit his teammate on the run.
Oh,
off the pipe. Sometimes that just happens. You miss small.
Sometimes you just have to pee in the sink.
Sometimes you do.
We've been there before.
I mean,
yeah, if the Oilers can't move the ball up here in a few seconds, there they go with the bomb. Oh, he picks it up.
what a catch!
Can he finish? Oh man! Oh!
Right under the goalie Paul Wallstrom's feet is where that stop was. Thought that one was going to trickle in. Well, there we go. So the Arrows, again, just like the start of the third quarter, we see a resurgence in energy and seems like in drive from the Arrows. Execution has been lacking on a few fronts, but they're definitely hustling, and the Arrows are not going to go down without a fight here. 13-12 left to go in the fourth quarter of this game. There's another ground ball controlled. The Arrows goalkeeper Paul Wallstrom is making stop after stop, and here's a one-on-one, a behind-the-back feed that goes off the boards. That's intended for Nick Coyne.
Oh, Rhino the Rhino.
Again, that is I believe, if my count is correct, that is 5 back-to-back, back-to-back saves for Paul the Wall Wallstrom.
Yeah.
A legend here in these parts of Texas for his superb performance in goal over the years. A product of Coppell High School.
Oh, that's a little high.
It's another example of Tom is
protecting him.
Giving them the business. The culprit for the Oilers going down the rap sheet and giving him everything he was guilty of. Judge Tom. The Oilers will have a guy sit in the sin bin for 2 minutes as the Arrows go up on the power play. So what I was just going to say is what I think would be good for the Arrows would be to spin that ball around and get everyone a touch. Yeah, you got 11:30 left, but maybe you don't have to go so fast.
Yeah, they're trying to play the glass here, and there's a bunch of awkwardness going on, but there might be some potential for Jimmy the Jet Bovair throwing it clear off the glass here later tonight and getting an assist.
I want to see a goalie throw one off the glass and just go above a goalie's shoulder into the top corner off of a bounce. That would be the highlight of my life, probably. There's a fast break upfield. Oh, the Arrows can't connect. Something about transition. The Arrows just not on the same page.
You know,
and getting it out of there are the Oilers. There's a one-on-one with the goalie. Paul Wallstrom takes a step over to the left. And that is not enough to go from pipe to pipe to stop that goal from going in. 1 minute, 1 second left on the power play for the Arrows, and currently a 13-6 lead for the Oilers.
Down. Oh, yeah, the penalty would be wiped out. Oh. Go back. How much time does he have left? Here we go. Down.
One of our rowdy fans got up near the commentary booth and gave us a piece of his mind.
You would have thought I had a brother based on that one.
Taylor brings it over.
Sounded way too much like me. It's now 13-6. Oh, they're trying an outside shot there.
That's over and back. Well, go White, go. Go White, go.
Tom encouraging the Arrows to pick it up here. 2-on-1, working back the other way. 3-on-1, and can't quite connect on the goal.
Wide with the shot.
Ball's moving down right. Ball's to Coyne. He's got some angle here. What can he do? Oh, and a finish.
That's a goal. What's happening, Lucas?
Nick Coyne with an easy finish there. Only putting the Oilers further ahead. Really dwindling the Arrows' chance to make it back in this game today.
Yeah, now 14-6. 8 is the spread.
Second assist.
No, that's not true. Yeah, it is. Yep, 14-6 is 8 indeed.
Maths.
That quick mental math. The maths.
It's stuck in his stick with holding.
There have been some little plays like that as well. Not necessarily the fault of the Arrows.
Almost too easy that goal.
Some plays like that were just some procedural errors, where the Arrows just aspects of just some opportunities that were passed up. And the Oilers, they've had their fair share of drop passes and misses, but they've just capitalized just a little bit more. I still, by the complexion of this game, 15-6 does not tell the story of how evenly matched these two teams are. I don't think that the Oilers are necessarily,
I got
now
a legal procedure, kicking the other team's stick. Give the ball to Orange.
9 goals,
It probably should be unsportsmanlike,
9 goals better than
We'll just turn
the
it
Arrows,
exceptional.
but this is just kind of the way this game has unfolded. It's been 1 or 2, and then those things kind of snowball. Like you said, Travis, it is a game of runs, and this was a run that has kind of just gone one way and is now what a shot.
Down to Farmer.
That's one I feel like if you just take a couple steps and you keep moving into it. I know you're down by a lot, but those, and just like you said, definitely like you said earlier, Travis, like those types of lower quality shots.
Loses the handle.
Yeah, they're not gonna
be the ones who are gonna get you back in the game.
Yeah, they're not going to put goals on the board. I mean, given how big the goalies are, how small the goals are, you really need to utilize your time with that stick, getting it to the right angle, pulling a little bit of creativity out of your back pocket, behind the backs, get some Canadian finishes going across your body, knowing you're not going to switch hands. And, the beautiful thing is we have the dive shots. I mean, really increase your angle. Don't take outside shots. Shots in the middle.
Over and back.
Yeah, you have
those
the
possessions.
Over and back. Give it to Orange up top.
Orange
Orange
will
up top.
reset
Orange
the
up
ball
top.
up top near the midfield stripe. And
Tail
there
down
it
with
is.
the ball. Down, brings it
Yeah,
up
that's
to
the right call.
midfield
I mean, no player's going to be able to pick that up. It's going to be a procedure, so it's almost just an easy play on. We'll kill the play.
Shoots with the screen. I think hit somebody on front. I hope they're all okay.
Using all of his Cascade R there to protect his noggin. Kale Dow working his way inside, loses the ball, quick recovery. Over to Nick Arvin.
I read on Cascade's Instagram, one of their taglines is that they protect what's most important.
They do.
I guess your brain is what's most important. Although maybe your heart would be a close second. I don't know. I guess you need more of a brain to play lacrosse.
You do, but as a goalie, I'll take a heart guard. Absolutely.
Play on. I got White in the crease. Play on.
Jed's having a rough time getting these clears directly in their player's stick. He's about 50% today on that. Oh, what a look.
It's one thing the Arrows are doing exceptionally. They're crashing the net and they're crashing the crease and they're making Jets' job pretty difficult as far as these clearing passes goes. Oh, that's a nice look to the lower corner, right to the basket.
Yeah.
Some people call that the nest. I call it the basket, like that episode of Portlandia. Where they have that meeting in the basket and Carrie spends the whole episode trying to find it. Oh, there's a behind-the-back feed. Low shot, stopped by the shin of Paul the Wall Wallstrom. Might have to call him Paul the Shin Wallstrom after that one. Sorry guys, that was lame too.
It's life.
It's a numbers game, man.
It is.
Some of them are bangers and some of them are just.
No, I mean, if Paul could have got 3 or 4 the other way, I mean, this game's completely different. But
yeah.
Fortunately for the Oilers, they've kind of fallen in their hands. And
over and back.
It's kind of been the outcome of it. I mean, we've been very fortunate. We got 2 goalies with 2 very different styles. And today, the old school style is kind of paying off for Jet down here, giving us more of a Dallas Ulick plug, if we can here, style of play. A little bit of a G Nash, and Chris Levis keeping his hand on top of the plastic versus Paul. He's keeping his hand a little bit higher up and staying a little bit taller versus Jet. But oh wow, and a save there from Paul.
What a stop there by Paul Wallstrom. And then a feed up field that's over and back. Arrows are going to take it from the midfield stripe, walking into a 2-on-1. Oh, behind the back and a low-to-low bouncer.
Off of Orange. Give it back to White.
It's off of an defender, maybe off of Jet, the Oilers goalie. Again, those shots, when it gets late in the game, I mean, it's easy to relate with that line of thinking. It gets late in the game. You think we just got to get one here. You got to start the run. But now here we are. Now here we are, and you find yourself in a 9-goal game. There's 3:30 left to go. Maybe not starting the arc, or maybe not starting the spark just yet. In this game, I think the spark is. The spark is spoken for at this point.
Yeah, I mean with the 9-goal
Getting a little bit
differential.
chippy here too.
Yeah, there's a maths on the shot clock and not in their favor.
The maths are indeed not in the favor of the Arrows.
Oh wow, we're gonna have to back this one all the way up if it goes.
With quite a shot.
Oh, Paul pulling an old hockey move off. That is a old Patrick Roy move there, moving your butt all the way into the back of the goal and just getting your arms high. Prevent that ball from coming in off your back. We've seen it happen in the NHL a few times, and Paul, no stranger to some good hockey. Yeah, magic sandwich did not happen there. Just two slices of breads getting together there.
A couple pieces of toast.
Fuller
big hit, but Arrows keep position, middle of the field.
Oh, and a save.
Excuse me, keep possession, and that will reset the shot clock. Arrows are pressing the net hard, but taking and those low ball in for them today. It's not necessarily all about selection or shot placement or anything. In the box is a game where just some of these shots go and some of the shots fall and some of the shots don't.
Absolutely.
And it is a little bit like hockey in that aspect. You can put a shot at it, but at the end of the day, it's got to be on cage and it's got to move the goalie. The goalie can be in position and miss a save, and the goalie can be out of position and make one. So you hope your team 40 shots off. That's a great shot by Paul Wallstrom. Staying patient and waiting until that ball is released to get down low and smother that shot. But yeah, some of these fall, some of these don't. But oh, that one off the pipe. Again, that's been part of the narrative for the Arrows all game. Some of them hit pipe, some of them hit the hit a defender, some of them hit a goalie or hit a defender's foot, or some of them hit the goalie. That's kind of been the story of the game.
Yep, that's a shot clock violation.
Pick it up, Orange, and go.
Shot clock violation, taking a moment or two too long to attack the net there.
We're under a minute here. Possession. Wow.
Oilers taking a shot from deep. Paul Wallstrom didn't even look like he was ready for that one. Sometimes the guy just pulls up and just lets it fly, and you just don't even you see him, but you think he's probably not going to shoot from there.
Yeah, his head moved a little bit there, but nonetheless made the save. Oh, and
there is a jump high, finish low. 15-7 is now the score. We need to get some more time on that clock. I counted about 36.
Yeah, there was definitely a handful.
When the goal was scored.
Down.
It's another face-off now, 30 seconds left.
This is the Kennedy. Kyle Bratton. Up to Curtis.
The fans kind of get involved, and some of these fans have something to say about a couple of these players. Now Nick Coyne tight, draws the goalie Paul Wall out, fakes up high, and then puts it right around his shoulder. 5.4 seconds left to go in the game. This one is, this one's all but over. 16-7, and Tom Coyne is going to call it. Here your final score of the last of 6 contests here at NYTEX Sports Center for Dallas Box Lacrosse. Oilers 16, Arrows 7. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a good night.